FDP, first of all, I'm thankful to Madam and our college and our university authorities for inviting me and giving me chance to meet all the young participants on this virtual platform. So the thing was that as I was mentioning, my last research degree, right? The last one only you can call because after DSC there is no degree, is on smart system to identify and classify cybercrime. So basically, I'm professor in IT. I'm working as Dean Research and Development. I was working as Director Research. So what I want to say that I'm involved in, you can say IT, you can say cybersecurity, you can say cyber law, you can say cyber forensic, right? So for 5 to 7 years before so many subjects I have taught, but AI was the first thing which I took and I taught for 10 years. Then I taught GIS, Geographical Information System. And then came cybersecurity somewhere in the world. So cyber is such a thing now. It is, you must have learned in all these lectures, but just I want to present my views that cyber is something that we are trying to live in two worlds. We are having one our real world, we are having virtual world, right? So wherever you are living, see, it can't happen that you have taken birth, a baby is born, and he can be hidden from everything and can be saved from all the vulnerabilities, attacks, threats, right? So what we are trying to do is we are trying to make the things safer and secure, correct? Like safety means, let us take traffic example today. Traffic means vehicles are coming and going, right? So the whole world is like this only, coming and going. Some logs are maintained, right? So what we will be seeing or what we need to understand first is that now I am living in a real world, like my body, right? In, I'm sitting here, I'm eating, I'm doing whatsoever, and one is my virtual world, right? So what people are doing, actually trying to do is, it's a very arrogant type of thing that they are trying to make a human being as a robot type of thing. है ना? So when I say my recognition, so everyone is different. So my recognition in real world and in virtual world. In real world, how many people you they may be knowing you. For example, say 100, 200, looking to your face, looking to your characteristics, है ना? And in virtual world, how many people knows you? So just think on your own.
More than 100,000.
Thousands and so many fake things we are presenting, right?
Yeah.
So this lecture is recorded, but certain things will come where we need to think as a researcher also. So I mentioned I'm working as a professor of few branches, where our main task is to present the things whatever are written in books, whatever we learn. But as a researcher, few points will come which we won't like, but why it is necessary to discuss in FDP so that if one of you can also take the thing further, it may be entered in the textbook. So let us, if we are faculty, if we are joining these type of programs, we should think that apart from faculty, whatever I am reading, even if I am reading the definition of artificial intelligence, can anybody answer the definition of artificial intelligence? AI. Yesterday there was a program on China and India that both what they have done, and they were mentioning that in AI and machine learning we have done a very great, but they have done very great and something. So definition of AI itself says that artificial intelligence is study of computer. So what do we mean by study? So whenever we do read, we can argue, we can make new definitions. See, the real research work I'll show you if time permits, 1 or 2 slides. That is pertinent. But what I mean to say is that whatsoever the topic is there, biometrics, cybersecurity, network forensic, we can't say any one thing is different from other. Just we need to understand real world, we need to understand virtual world, right? Like if I talk about my university, we are having 10 schools, including foreign languages, including psychology, behavior, criminology, law, IT, right? So 10 schools are there. We are making drones to everything, but all the things goes to safety and security. In the same way, if I am in virtual world or real world, what are the reasons of crime? Why do I need forensic? Anybody wants to join like interactive, then you can join. Why do we need to have a, why do we, just a minute, huh? I'll just look at the participants. Why do I want to have what? Some mechanism. So if somebody tells me that, by if you will come late, then this will happen. Right? So AI definition, AI says rules, regulation, procedures, script, forms, knowledge base goes on. In the same way, here cyber says something. The thing is that wherever you live, what our mandate of our university is to make the thing safe and secure. Fine. So why we are having these all biometric? I will come to security only. Don't worry. But just try to understand. Just shake our mind, and we can just understand it. Why should we all have biometric recognition? Let us begin from that point. A mother recognizes a child very well. Otherwise, all children look same. So your emotions won't come. When you are coming to job, you are showing your face to the machine, and machine records. Exactly before 17 years. Okay. I was newly married, and at my home, matlab, my husband's uncle came and he was doing business of this biometrics. मुझे अचानक याद आ गया. So he installed that camera because he was supposed to give presentation in Gandhinagar airport. For installing all the cameras, because at that time it was very new. You know what we used to study, some terrorist will come and one face will be there, and if the face is it, then the alarm will be there. Myself and my sister look same almost, right? So whenever she used to pass or I used to pass, the camera used to say, I have noted my name. So it is something like that. But now this thing which was used for very specific purpose is now used for everything. Like some airports of many countries, you don't have to carry passport. What was passport? Goes on. So what you are doing, you are just walking, and your all the physical characteristics will be recorded, and they will say, okay, this is the person whose timing boarding was this. So this thing, your biometric things work. So I won't be going into detail, but I will be sharing my slide, and we'll be talking something on biometric security. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be sharing my slides. What I wanted to convey, the new research which will lead you to network forensic and biometrics. So concentration will be on network. Just give me 2 minutes.
I'm so sorry. My computer got hanged, and now I'm talking from this mobile. And meanwhile, I will be trying my this system also. So I will be continuing. So what I was saying is something like this: that what we are trying to do is we are trying to automate the measurements of our picture, or all those things, of these all things, to determine and authenticate identity. So if I'm an authenticate, authorized person, I can do that, right? So, but still the fundamental thing will remain same in security. It is the lock and key, right? Whatsoever smart systems are there, we are having our login and ID facility there. So when you enter somewhere, as I was talking about airport, so now there will be no need of carrying all things, and I can just walk, and they will recognize whether I'm a person who is supposed to board on this flight or not. So it's such a big thing. Now, how do network forensic comes into picture here? So forensic, we all know investigation. There are few steps. I will be coming to that also. And my slides get open. Just a minute, I will enter my password. So, right. So this thing, can anybody answer that? How can we relate this, what I'm speaking, and to the investigation part? Okay, fine. I will answer. So, getting the attributes, where these attributes goes, these attributes goes in a machine. Very simple. In a machine, it is it is saved somewhere. Where it is saved. No need to tell servers, this, that. Now, if something is being recorded, correct? And if I can do my investigation, and investigation is no doubt, it comes into the picture after some bad incident happens. But investigation means also monitoring. So what are inspector duties are? Police inspector, patrolling, that is monitoring something bad is going on. And secondly, if something bad happens, to respond to the incident site and to take further actions whatsoever, right? So if I can, by these characteristics, again, when we'll connect these all things here, all the new technologies, machine learning, everything will come. So if one my CCTV or on my biometric something is that I provoke, you have you seen something bad? Then it will answer to me, yes, on this date something was there. So again, all the things revolves around log analysis, right? So log analysis means here I am giving my report card. Say for example, children are giving their report card after studying 6 months. But what we want to do as a researcher, as a faculty, we
Madam,
want to
have you,
impact
Madam, have you
our
shared your slides?
softwares, hardwares, our algorithms, same machine learning to recognize the things while it is happening. So that are known as preventive. So
Ma'am,
if I can have those all details. So that concept is known as catch if you can, solve if you can. So you are trying to catch something which is going. So for example, as I told you,
ma'am, are you sharing the slides? No, it is not visible. You have not shared. Okay. Oh, you will be sharing. Okay, okay, ma'am. It's okay. No problem. Okay.
dear participants, please don't worry about slides. You will get slides. It will be visible. Just try to see. Let it be interactive. So let us try to see that can this type of things be useful? Getting my point in making the system secure. See, I am having bundle of pages, bundle of slides in front of me. I have prepared. Like for example, if I say biometric system security, the operation of biometric devices that are highly dependent on the input device, operational limitation, the more vulnerable attack systems. So these all things are there. But let us take to another next level. Ki what we can do where the things are still lacking. Fine. So I will be sharing a slide. Don't worry. So where I was,
I'm sharing my slide. Right. So what I was trying to say is that we are going to make the system secure. Fine. We are going to make, what are there in the systems? In the systems, there are hardware, software, services, data. So how to make your system software? The identification of the things were done, where the police person are there, they should be safe first. So no physical vulnerability, no physical attack should be there. Secondly, on software attack cannot be there. So if some I'm having data and somebody is hacking and doing, okay, I was present all the whole month and I have not something like that. So physical, mental, then comes your financial, and then comes spiritual. The same things are true here also. So as I was saying, the major causes, if you say like whatever you consider your hardware, software, it will be system failures, failures due to attacks, failure due to non-secure infrastructure. So these all reasons must be there, or they are about to be there. Now just give me 1 minute because system I have connected. I'll be once again opening on my desktop and I will be sharing. I have shared, you will be getting it. Actually, since last few days, I don't know, my system gets hang over and electricity problem was there. So this interruption came. So as I was mentioning, whether it is financial, you will say where financial comes. Yes, financial also comes because now we are in the age of single encryption, double encryption, triple encryption, right? So when somebody has encrypted my password, then they will see my biological feature and then only you can see now. Can you see the slides?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Chalo, thank you. So at least we have achieved to this place. So just a minute. So what we will be focusing on, what we will be looking is to the things making it more secure. Our basic thing is that only, whatever forensic we do, but that thing can be done only on 2 ways, either awareness and tools. So we'll be talking about the tools, and we will not be, we will be focusing on if something bad incident happens, what to do, but also to do the patrolling. That means also to monitor the things where from something is going to something. Whatsoever happens, your supercomputer, the things will remain or will belongs to 0 or 1. So everything is 0 or 1. Correct? Now it may happen that see, I'm my camera is on here. You can see me all, right? You can match this thing with the photograph given on my website. Correct? Right now. So am I the same person? Yes. So now one more biometric thing. 33 participants are there. Are all there or only organizer or speaker are interacting between them? So that is also one question nowadays in online. So we need to think, what I'm trying to say, we need to think of new research problems. Like we have thought in this pandemic, this is the thing that online we can do everything. Correct. So we also did one FDP, this thing online. But second, we are planning for offline, and we may write to AICTE to upgrade and to grant this thing. Let us see how it happens. And in fact, we are releasing one call for this thing, edited book also. So you also can submit. You can see details on our website. So this is something online you need to catch. If I am not there, who am I? I can ask somebody, some other madam also, yeah, please speak now. 1 minute I will come and I will mess up my voice. I will say, okay, this is and this thing. And then I will do this thing. I will switch off my camera and some other person will speak. Is it possible? Apart from madam, anybody can answer? Soumya is there, Sakshi is there, Venkatesh is there, Tejasvi, Lalit. Okay, no problem. So we'll be coming to the futuristic problems and all those things, right? But first we'll see very briefly the design of biometric security system, and then we'll move to network forensic. So if you see the design of biometric system security, what you can find out, as I told, you will be having a hardware, smart card, USB token, server, goes on. And plus you will be having some cryptographic keys and volatile RAM and all those things, right? So with this understanding, let us move to my slides. And then again, we'll come back to both the things stated and we'll be asking ourselves today the research questions, what I can do, how I can stop these all types of things, or why. Let us see first, then I will be talking. Now, as you can see in my slide, the first picture itself talks about 4 components of cybersecurity. That is cybercrime. Time is not there, otherwise I would have shown you the latest categories of cybercrime which I have gathered, and I have made an ontology on that. The real research work which I was telling you. Because cybercrimes, the types of the cybercrime are not static. They are dynamic in nature. It do changes from time to time, or from day to day, or from minute to minute, or second to second, right? So ransomware, you cannot find definition in my favorite book, Nina Godbole's book, the definition of that type of crime. But it will come to some financial crime or something like that. So the first thing to do forensic, and any crime, biometric, or on your networks, or on your anything, on your fan, on your smart machine. Why I'm saying fan? Because again, the day has come when the fans are also smart. Now there are fans of characteristics and anti-suicidal characteristics. Correct? So again, when the things are smart, when the operating system is advancing, naturally the intelligent people and all those are under threat and they can do threat. So your one thing is again same. Criminal and culprit and the solver are the same person. Right? We don't know. So in the first slides itself, you can see some cyber crimes will be there. Right? Then cyber security will be there. Cyber security is nothing but on the whole, the policies and the tools, techniques, whatsoever you say. If I'm discussing something and if I get a way out to come out of it, it will be known as cyber security. Right? Any principle, anything. Then third portion is cyber forensic, which we will be discussing. So forensic is to investigate either backtrack or front track algorithm. So if I say front track, then it means my monitoring. If I said backtrack, it means I'm doing something after something has occurred, something bad has occurred naturally. And lastly, cyber law. So cyber law comes if every day I'm not coming and if I'm entering my physical characteristics with the help of something, with the help of a robot, which is possible. Like if I'm having a card for my attendance system, I can give my card to my colleague. He is reaching early, he is staying near to the office. He will punch that card and his attendance will be recorded. Right? But like this is the case in some offices. In our office or in some offices, the case is face recognition system. So it will recognize my face, particularly the unique characteristics, it is retina, eye, or whatsoever, how the things are designed. So if you want the more security, more you need to spend. So it will recognize my this, which are unique. I'm having a twin sister, but she may look alike, but there are some primary keys like in database, in human beings, so it will recognize. So can I manipulate these things, or can I know online something is happening? So once again, in the whole cyber world from where I started, 4 components are there: crime, forensic, law, and your security. The first picture shows everything, whatever I was saying. Now, network forensic is a branch of digital forensic. So you may had many sessions. Just a minute. Huh? So, as I was speaking, digital forensic, you may be having so many lectures, but just to tell you that network forensic is like mobile forensic is a different branch which is used to monitor and analyze the network traffic for the purposes of tracing intrusions and attacks. And it examines the application of forensic from malware, network attack, honeypots, intrusion detection. So, if somebody wants to save me or a terrorist wants to pass, giving all the things a chance not to recognize, even he can attack the whole network, which happened. So, real cases are there, crimes are there, which relates both the things, and you can connect. Like, for example, if on some computers some pictures are there, and there are the pictures, right? Pixels, resolution, you know the picture property. And someone, a live picture. See, for computer, a human body is a picture. So live picture is going. And if that picture is, what you say is matching and all algorithms are written, some so if it is matching, it will come into the notice of what? Into the notice of the logs, which can be informed. Now, purely we'll be looking towards network forensic. So, in many cases, the investigator and as I told, the culprit, and they will be using the same tools, one to cause incident and other to investigate. Tools, you may be knowing there are many tools to gain information of the network configuration that can be used by, again, both the parties. It will deal with extraction, preservation, identification, documentation, analysis. It will follow the well-defined procedures from law enforcement. Again, here, law enforcement for different countries, for different type of crime differs. But the thing to be noted is why we are doing all these things, so that we acquire something. We can convert this acquisition into chain of custody, right? Into interpretation, and then we can take action against the whatsoever, the team or the hacker or even the computer. So all these things can be used, right? So as I was mentioning initially, catch it as you can. These all things are true for network forensic. This is where all the packets will be passing through a certain traffic point, which are kept here, returned to storage, with analysis being done subsequently in the batch mode. But this approach requires large amount of storage. Now this thing belongs to time, which was before few years. Now your large amount of storage does not, it's not that type of big question or big problem, right? You are having systems and all those things. So again, to mine something from something will come here. It means that if a person is hiding for since last 10 years and achanak suddenly appears, can my network forensic or can my biometric something, if I write a machine learning algorithm, can help me? Say for example, if you must be knowing that when mobiles are stolen or lost, at that time initially or within few days you are not able to trace, right? But after few months, achanak say the criminal, if he or she owns the phone, the tweet or the sound will be there, will be belling to the admin staff of police. Okay, this number is on and now police can take some action. And as soon as it gets on, the location and all the things are this. Second approach, stop, look and listen. Okay. It is something like there are so many algorithms also and procedures also where I can just take few minutes or few procedures as I told, look inside my logs, goes on, and can listen to it to take some action. In short, analyzing my this thing. Do I need to discuss Wireshark or it's okay? The tool is okay. There are so many tools here in the slides. They are there. But one thing we'll just see. Network forensic problems belongs to three category: organization, technical, and legal. If you have idea, you can just discuss, or I will be speaking on it. Organization, technical, and legal. Organization, when performing in network forensic, continuity of the operation. So if I say, okay, I want database or this thing, in some cases now this thing is being solved because we are having backups, right? So for example, Amazon e-commerce, if I want to check all the, if I want to do auditing and accounting, then I cannot say I will be stopping up or preventing Amazon customers for few days not to. So we are having multiple backups of all the authorization things, whether in soft or in hard, and we can do. So this is, but again, one challenge: technical, remote data, collection of live system, examination of live system, traffic acquisition. So these all things will again remain. And this is just 2 or 3 points, but here you can go on adding, because if you 30 people are there, are of different branches, different subjects, you can just go on adding. Correct? Because when I say network, I mean that my system. Hello. सर 2 मिनट करो, लेक्चर चल रहा है. So sorry, huh? So what I was saying is that network itself means that one computer is, listen carefully, one computer is connected to one computer. Yes. Standalone computer is also connected to itself. Like I am there, my mind is having so many neurons and I am connected to myself. If one also neurons goes wrong, then so many things will go wrong, right? So this is also one thing. And one, then to you know, one LAN, WAN, MAN, internet, and all those things. So technically things you can go on adding, examination of live system, from beginning from this thing to the cables to your wireless also. Tools. You all may be knowing tools are of so many types. Open this thing, freeware, then license, you know. So these all tools list I am having. I will be sharing with madam. She can share with you. Reliability. Legal. I just want to tell you one thing. Do you know Trojan horse? Trojan horse. Do you know Stuxnet? Anyone? Stuxnet? No? Okay. I'll be sharing that slides are very interesting, the initial slides. So legal problem will be, for example, if your machine itself is creating, correct, a program, 2-line program, and it creates, you know, what you say, your zombies or something, who is responsible? The programmer behind it or the machine? Naturally the programmer behind it, but nowadays there are so supercomputer and so many intelligent program, they themselves create viruses inside. So this will be to whom to punish, from where to collect, and all those collection and IP address, वो सब अब थोड़ा पुराना हो गया, ठीक है? Like there were only static IP address at that time. It was very easy. Then dynamic. Then from mobile also I can write one abuse you mail, from my system also I can write. So goes on. So whatsoever, if you want to protect anything, we are having something like called as firewalls, IDS, IPS, right? But whatsoever we are using, the diagram remains same. Correct. So if my system is on some, if my any recognition system is on some system, it is computer or desktop or mobile. These all are known as computer. Computer means our electronic device that takes process. Definition will remain same. That takes input, processes, gives output. So that gives output, that processes it, takes input. So starting from taking input, attacks can be, or there are possibility of attacks commitment. So if some possibility is there of commitment of attack, there is possibility of detection of attack also. Correct? So this logic, what we can see here, will remain same. This is the logic. Now, as a researcher, here in this diagram, you can do wonders. You can do wonders in pre-processing. You can do wonders in alert manager. You can do wonders in knowledge base, long-term storage, statistics analysis, signature matching, response, whatsoever you take. So these block diagram of making anything secure. See, once I tell someone I am having a fever and give me medicine, that is also true. And if somebody looks and says, yeah, today the things are not that good, and I think so, you need something. Right? So both the things you need to do. Signature matching. You just see on your own statistics analysis. Wherever you have something to ask, you can ask. For 2 minutes, we'll be looking into this side. So, starting from GUI to knowledge base, can somebody give example of GUI? Any threat or any which you can think on which we can work? Windows. Windows. Lalit, can you elaborate? Can you on your camera, your mic?
Hello.
Yes, how are you, Lalit? Haan.
Hello.
Yes, Lalit. Can you on your camera?
क्या?
कैमरा ऑन कर सकते हैं? Can you on your camera?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Oh. So what you are doing at present? You are working or studying?
Ma'am, I am doing my master's.
You completed your masters.
No, ma'am, pursuing.
You are pursuing. Yes, tell me. Like for example, what you are trying to convey, for example, or what I'm trying to convey. Can we relate it? Yes. So you are saying
Ma'am,
Windows. Windows, what I'm interested in, which types of attacks can happen on the GUI itself, and where I can monitor it, where I can prevent it, with all the physical characteristics as a data, as in the soft you are entering, right now. Like say for example, my eyeball code is 000001, yours is 00002, something like that. Or can I say, like, for example, if in the register, if we have manual register, if you are coming on 30th, you are signing from 1 to 30. Or from the very first day, you are signing 1 to 30. Your GUI was that. The interface was that. है ना? So can I do something like here?
Ma'am, I interpret UI means like graphical user interface. That's why I say Windows.
Yeah, you're correct. You're very much correct. But are you getting that what I want to convey, right? So from GUI itself, we need to detect something, we need to prevent something so that we can do investigation on that thing, right? Okay, so kind of you. Thank you, Lalit.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this was something of all the areas once again in pre-processing, in statistical analysis. For example, I may have entered only of 2 days, but I can do of 28 days. So all those crimes can be there, but we need to investigate, right? So step by step, we need to map the things. Correct? This just as a example I have taken. This is for this traffic monitoring, speed, receiving status, so that you can know that if the machine was meant only for 100 entries, why it is having 1000 entries today? As I mentioned just now, is something like this, somebody is trying to enter 1 into or 100 into 100, something like that. So there it will be caught. So these are all the skins. But again, one example of firewall that you can block it. You can. So firewall naturally decides 3 things: whether allowed, not allowed, or don't know. So this way a report can be made, and this can be enhanced up to, you cannot claim any extent, but this can be enhanced to tell at the same time. So at the same time means at the time where something is happening. So dear participants, the time has come that we need to, the forensic itself needs to be in advance. Yes, you can ask how in advance, but we need to, like, we are having intelligence, manual intelligence. If somebody is trying to enter to our borders and these all things, in the same way we should have some intelligent techniques to find out, okay, why this person is trying to enter in our website or in our server, or goes on. So this way it looks. Logs will be generated, in short. So data is hero of any computer. If you don't have data, naturally operating system and your this thing CPU is your heart of this all. Memory is important, but just I'm saying it for successful data. So data is nothing but the organized information. Like if I want to find out at this time who was a person who has entered in this and biometric, and these are on this date this thing was there, this was a person, so that I can do my forensic. So logs will be generated in the system. So this way your logs looks. Now, as I told, the time has come of anything of deep. So deep learning should be there. Deep inspection should be there to get good reports, to make good decision. This is an email tool which I was saying. This has no, I don't think so much relevance here. This is about Windows registry and intrusion detection. So this just I took to say that which tools, courts will also not deny it. Okay, if you have done from this thing your system, then it will be acceptable, because MS Office itself is providing that this is the standard tool to record the logs. So if I run a system, run a tool, and if I say that this is the report, it may not be acceptable. But if I say that these are the license version tools and this thing is that, then they have to accept. This cyber law awareness is still not there among us. So just I thought that breach of confidentiality, privacy, section 72. So in law, there are offensive law and there are laws which gives authority. amount of the data. This what I was talking about my this thing research work, but here only screenshot is there. Next thing about ontology, I don't think so you will relate, so I'm not digging that. But this software is all about identifying and recognizing any cybercrime. So if you give me a picture of something it is fake, it will recognize. Only audio and video is not possible at present. If you give me text, so if you write down that I was biometric was this thing and this, then it will analyze it, text mining types of thing with all the algorithms of frequency, TDF, and then it will be giving you the answer. So this is something for on the whole summary. And if we talk about next generation biometric and forensic, we can just mention here how it will be successful is we should have some tactical forensic systems, right, which can identify the tactical IDs, the situational awareness, the analytics, the urgent analytics, the mission planning goes on. Second, what we can say is intelligent case management, right? So if I can find out that out of 100, 10 are my critical cases, then I will be focusing or I will be developing algorithm only for that. Then remote human identification, as I told, why network forensic is coming into the picture. So I am having one picture, somebody is roaming here and there. So sitting here, I cannot know. But if I am having something remotely networked, then I here itself can say, okay, this thing, some funny thing is happening there. And do. But the problem is of false alarm, as I mentioned in my sister's case. Then biometric security engineering and identifying the protection, whether data is reliable, what else can be determined, what are the sources, scalability goes on. So these all things we need to pay attention as future emerges of both the things, because now, as I told, virtual world, we need to stay in this virtual world the more we are staying in the physical. So everything has to be very much balanced, very much safe, very much secure. With this, I would like to wind up my session. I would like to thank participants and madam. And if there is something to discuss, we can discuss. So kind of you. Thank you.
Madam?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's a lot in your busy schedule.
Busy and due to ill health, I'm having a lot of this muscle rupture here.
Okay, very sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm leaving the meeting.